Today is 26/6/2020. Yesterday was a night full of pressure, mental pressure. A little bit. This is because of anxiety. Suddenly struck me that she is very alone and someone or other, rather, no one rather speaks to him, her. She is kept alone. And if anyone speaks to her or any person, they seem to be very creating a negative effect, a palpitating effect on the conformity of the mentality on the so that it makes her very nervous when she would enter with me in the life. I rang up the residence. She Janina, Daliganj PS. Who is she? I said, how can I say? It is father who guarded her, sorry. Now I am to guard her and take the responsibility. What you do hire your PA, BIO, etc. And then I rang up with IT and wrote the letter. That let her not be surrounded by females, but by little children of class 1 or 2, so that it would enhance her, the motivate, and make her a little childish, a little irrational, a little emotional, and, and back to the memory lane of the childhoodness. So when am I going to take the duty and be the belonging? I rang up the Kolkata Police Control and said that yes, I know that police has been posted over there as per my request again after fathers. So let there be now female police in plain dress in the morning shift, not in the night, sometimes with her to boost her, motivate her, to make her happy, to stay her with the children. But I cannot take the responsibility because I don't have the electricity being done here. So it is my first job to get the electricity restored so then I can bring her to this room. I mean, to this house of father's name and create a family picture with father standing like this in the middle in color and one side me and one side her in black and white. Wouldn't be nice? So he asked me, who is she? I said, see, when who are you to her? I said, I am the only one who just can't, not that can't live without her, but that can die with her and is to die with her. But no, I'm not even going to die the next day. But I believe if I have done any Mahot Kaj, we should get a together death and no more separation. So the night passed, I received the blessings. That while I was recording, as you can see, they stepped in and this nuisance is created. On the morning, I made the complaint that I have purposefully in a bag threw some scraps of banana for the purpose of cleaning up, but the sweeper did not turn up for a few days and not today also. Therefore, they are not doing the duty for a certain number of days. Henceforth, he is to be show caused or seen, it is to be seen, administered by the reason, what the reason is. And that I may be fined on legal grounds about the matter. But he should also be seen. It should also be seen why he is not doing the job for a few days. Therefore, discussion led to yours. Email everything and done. Now, then I rang up the office and said, I'm going to send a letter. Please do the needful immediately. The letter sent was that I feel afraid and insecure in the office because of Nityananda Shaha's threat to this thing, because of Cockwall as a message, unofficial, unethical, illegal, unofficial behavior to force me to get the message, and when denied, to insult me, to humiliate me, to keep me in the office at late, so I return home to get the things of clerks done by me, and clerks doing this type of things, and putting me in in the nexus of dishonesty by the NSAP, where I had been none in the previous, as in the Srei case from the right from the beginning, and the triggering that has been made. If I can raise myself above and informally communicate with all the political parties and understand how Manush Mondal is dangerous, and see that whatever happened has happened even when I have been inside Genesis. But then why cannot the PDO himself uses chair his power and do it, and instead blamed on me? Therefore, I find him, I said, meant that I find him insane. I find him not doing the duty as to be done, using his post wrongly. And I find the interference and involvement of my neighbors, as I expressed here earlier, in regarding family matter disclosures, this that, and that created the problem between staff of that place, and that I have rose to the international level of importance and dignity. I do seek protection. And at the present moment, enough time has passed, enough warnings, enough requests, and therefore I demand a show cause to the BDO from the respective authority, and its suspension, and the follow up of the NSAP. And therefore, I pray to the proper authority. I rang up the SP Panchla and said and asked, and other matters. Actually, I'll be putting up a page with all the emails that is required, so that one can access and know what are the sequences happening. And then what happened was that I got the reply was, I was given the phone to the computer operator, and then he responded that as far as he knows, it is to be forwarded to the cyber crime cell. I said, alas, this is an Indian penal code matter. What is cybercrime to do it? If a person comes tries to threaten me, slap me, what does crime got to do it? This is not related to cyber anyway. If that is the rule that or issue or whatever, so let that be done. Not a matter. Let it be forwarded to by you, because I am not going to interfere or intervene in any of the official and administrative and procedural matters of your investigation and reporting. And so, therefore, do the needful, please. I request further, and sent an email. And it was not accepted, as I seemed to be blocked by the DGP West Bengal @gmail.com and other Howrah police Gmails, SP Rural, SDO elect, and so. But the DM was open, and CID in Bhavani Bhavan was not. So therefore, what I did was that I phoned up the cyber crime cell, OC cyber or cyber PS, whatever, @kolkatapolice.com, and asked for their participation and proper guidance and advice, and received so, sent a letter there. Then I phoned the PP's kitchen I mentioned yesterday and asked them whether they can allow me a dish of basmati pulao and something like more of chicken or mutton or fish. They said they don't have the possibility of the delivery boy traveling so far. And then I requested, well, madam, you have been going through my website. So I said about something about your dal and etc. So do you agree? So he said, yeah, I agree. So please do me a favor. Kindly disclose the name of those who were to do the mischief of mixing etc. and the source and the of the content or the content of the um, liquid and things like that, so that it helps in my father's investigation, that in the truth that calcium type of liquid was poured in his meal, and that created all the havocs and problems and pains and these things like that, and gradually in course of time. Not only this, many future people with honest backbone and sincere devotion and truthful honest in emotion will also be saved and guarded and surface and served. The country will served. It will be a great patriotism to you. And I have also complained about immoral use of doctor medical sciences by doctors and this homeopathy oshus, medicines and other types of liquids that is creating all the problem. This will be caught, and organized crime like this will be stopped in the name of saving the life. They are killing the life, and they are murdering and they're butchering, and that is going on gradually and gradually by me mixing in water itself. That is the cruelest part of the any work. And as I explained, that not allowing to drink water, the curse of Allah, the curse of God, Jesus, whatever you say, the Almighty has given. And that is why how mixing these type of things to make people sick, to make people die, to make people wither off. Because now I'm not cooking, I'm just drinking water and pumping away the draining away the pump drain overhead tank, despite of being locked by me. These things has to stop. Will stop. And I find these people Naxalite and their connection nexus with such of things. So therefore, I prayed to all, and specifically to the full Bhavan PSOC, to help the matter out and to see. Then I phoned Bhodota, Bhadrashwar, said Bhodota Koikala, and I said everything, Dada, this is the happening. And he said, yes. Where have I put it? I said, I emailed it. I'll obviously put it on the video. You'll be seeing it. I said, fine. And I have been able to get hold of a rental car, and hope that PSO matter will be done tomorrow or maybe today itself. But let's see, and then I can visit. And in some other day, when I get some money, I'll surely do a get together so as to introduce my children and their mother as a social concept. Nothing of that sort of lavishness will be there. No musics also. Just some snacks only, so that there is a good relation, continuation. And he said, the it is binding that matters, bonding that matters. I said, yes, that's true. That's why I sent you the SMS that all those who love Father should be made aware, and those who hated him, those who do not love him or his ideology, should not be allowed to see this or those. So বাবা বলেছিল, আমি প্রতিকার পাবো না, আমার প্রতিকার দে, আমি দেখছি, আমি কিচ্ছু ভাগাভাগি করবো না, আমি শুধু দেখবো কে আমায় কত ভালোবাসে। তারপর আমি যা করার তা করবো, আমায় কেউ কিছু করতে পারবে না। দেখেছে, বলেছে হ্যাঁ, তোর প্রতিষ্ঠা চাই যে জগতে, তোর টাকা পয়সা চাই, পাবি তুই প্রতিষ্ঠা। আমি বললাম কি করে পাবো, এত তাড়াতাড়ি কি করে পাবো, আমি তোকে প্রতিষ্ঠা দেব। দিচ্ছি। আজ যদি এইরকম প্রচন্ড ঝড় আসতো না, ওয়ার্নিং দিয়ে এসেছে, বলতে পারবে না কি জানি কি করলো। আজ যদি এই ঝড় না আসতো, এইরকম গন্ডগোল না হতো, ওয়ার্নিং দেওয়া সত্ত্বেও তারা কেউ কিছু কাজ করতে পারলো না, সেই নিয়ে যদি তোলপাড় না হতো, সিএসি না হতো, এ না হতো, ও না হতো, সে না হতো, আমি এতটা উঠে দাঁড়াবার স্কোপ পেতাম না। ঠিক তার পরবর্তীকালে যদি উই ওয়ান্ট টু ব্রিথ মাই ব্ল্যাক লাইফ ম্যাটার্স না হতো, আমি এতটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল প্রমিনেন্স পেতাম না। ঠিক হঠাৎ সবকিছু যেন চলে গেল। ঝড় দে জমা জয়ধ্বজা, তাই কি জানি, ঝড় দিয়ে তুমি এলে। এই ঝড় নিয়ে একটা সুন্দর টেম্পেস্ট বলে অনেক কবিতা আছে, একটা সুন্দর ডিরোজিওর একটা সুন্দর একটা প্রবন্ধ আছে। সেই প্রবন্ধটা উৎপল দত্ত সিনেমা করেছিলেন ঝড় বলে। তাতে দেখিয়েছিল যে মেয়েরা কিরকম স্যাঁতস্যাঁতে সেদ্ধ তরকারির মতন তৈরি হয়, তাতে কোন আলো না আঝালা, যে তারা কোনো ভাবে দেশের জন্য কাজ করতে পারে না, ট্যালেন্ট থাক না থাক তাদের কথা কেউ ভাবে না। তারা যেন আসে শুধু ঘর ঝাড়তে, বাসন মাজতে, আর আমি তোমার আর বাচ্চা দিতে, এই করতে। তাদের কিভাবে যেন কিভাবে এগিয়ে আসা যায়, এগিয়ে আনা যায়। কত কত এস্টাবলিশ লোক তাদের এগিয়ে আনার নাম করে নিজেদের পজিশন করছে, কিন্তু তাদের এগিয়ে আসছে না। তাদের কিভাবে এগিয়ে আনা যায়? ঝড় চাই, একটা ঝড় চাই সমাজে, যে ঝড়টা একটা আলোড়ন ফেলে দেবে। তারই একটা অংশ আমি ঝড়ের কাছে রেখে গেলাম আমার ঠিকানা। আমি হাসলাম তো হাসলাম, কাঁদলাম এই জীবন দুয়ারে ভাসলাম। আমি বন্যির কাছে তন্নির কাছে রাখলাম নিশানা। বাবা যেন এই ঝড়ের কাছে রেখে গেল বাবার নিশানা। আমি আছি এখানে এলাম। লাঠি মারতে এসছে, করতে এসলে কত কি করলো। ওসব দেখেছি রে, আমাদের সিপিএম দের যে কিভাবে এই টিএমসি নাম করে বা কংগ্রেসের ছায়া নিয়ে এই নকশালাইজরা কিভাবে জ্বালাতন করেছে, কত ছেলেকে মেরেছে, আর নিজেরা দেখেছি আমাদের মারছে, আমাদের মারছে। ওরাই সিপিএম কে মারলো, মেরে ওরাই বললো ও ওই যে লোকটা মার খেয়েছে ও আমাদের লোক, আদতে ও সিপিএম এর লোক বা অন্য পার্টির লোক। বাহ, মারার পর বলে আমাদের লোককে ও বাইরের লোক মেরেছে, নিজেরাই মেরেছে। এসব যে কত হয়েছে, কত শুনেছি, কত দেখেছি। দেখেছি কি আর দেখেছি মানে সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে, মানে জীবনে চলতে গেলে যেমন হয় সেরকম দেখাবো, যা হয় আর লাগে না, এইভাবে চলছি। কাল যাবো, বেরোবো, একটাই শুধু চিন্তা, আমার এই ট্যাপটপ গুলো ঠিকঠাক থাকুক, ছিনিয়ে না নেয়, নষ্ট না করে বাড়ি সবকিছু। As you may be knowing that I was sleeping very exhausted on the first floor, and I was shooted by some special gun or so, and the glass broke and I was saved. It remains over there, the traces and the picture over there. And Newmarket and Shampoo PS have been requested investigation and probe into the matter. So already FIR this problem, and this PP's kitchen has been under Special Protection Act. Everybody, etc. Everybody, things like that, and the FIR between group of person or persons or a single person, whatever, as per the law applicable. Now the time has come. The time has come for the eye of the cyclone, as the eye of the cyclone had approached. Cyclone, the eye is very concentrated. So, and very losing. This is the time to speak up. Get yourself ready and move ahead, march ahead. There are many things left in my software, and that is this thing development. And in part of as a part of that, the first one is that all my emails should be under the page exposed for perusal and display. And the second was that there should be a proper landing web page for every matters, as there has been a secret bit and the island portion is left. And fourth portion is that this position of this house and matters. I'll be speaking to father of Amit Siman, hopefully this Sunday, and so on and so forth. So, how cruel a person is. Shamul Kapu actually came and knocked the door. I have the letter over there with the person seemed to be the Jharadar to try to pick up the garbage inside. I said, see, Kapu, you have nothing to do inside for the inside of my house. I asked you to see that no one comes in case there's duplication of key, and that you may have or may not have into the matter, but it's enough, and you should not be interested of whatever goes inside the house. So please, you be interested in yourself. No, I said I'm sorry. I took you as a very elder, respected you. It is my fault because I shouldn't. I could have first thought first that whom I am doing what. Your son does not live with you. A little age marriage there is and so bonding. So that's the issue. And then this doctors came up with certain taunting and hinting and pinching remarks. I just wrote a letter and I kept quiet. Inside my house, now I went to pick up the food from the Zomato and found the power box, PowerPoint, power, this thing over there, kept on the ground. Maybe I'll be picking up sometime later, but now I'm not in the mood to do so. So, while going through the news, I found Mrs. Banerjee saying, Ms. Banerjee saying that words, everybody has the right to freedom, but why don't we use good words, good language? Language is very important. Language is not important, this is essential, and this is the main media or the communication aspect through which one expresses the fact, the figures, the emotions, and the understanding or misunderstanding goes on. So this is the very crucial and critical aspect, language, through of words, through of voice, etc. But one must and understand, no one has the intention or the willingness of using certain language which are not appropriate or that is not polite or that is not that much soft or as it should be like on the other person. No one wants to get a bad image of him. Everyone wants that he should be adored, should be or she should be admired and very loving and close to the communicated the other side. You will see a mad person. He keeps murmuring with himself. He struggles. He fights. He curses. He hugs. He cries with himself. So language is very important. Yes, I accept her. But you must understand how and why one uses a pinching language. Because when you pinch someone, it hurts. And when you keep on pinching it, pinch by pinch, the other person gets used to it. There's a reflexive feeling in that that there's a thick layer formed that do not allow the softness of the pinch, and then you have to pinch more harder and finally punch. So it is yourself who is getting loosed and unwanted, and this is not wanted by the speaker. Therefore, language is very important, but it is important to use pinning language also, abusive language also, because when you are not awake, you are to be made awake. আধমরাদের ঘা মেরে তুই বাঁচা, ঘাটা মারতে হয় ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ দিয়ে। The type of behavior you did in the assembly by throwing the shawl and without any apology and things like that, that is far hated than using a little more bad language. Madam CM, can you tell me any event in history where such type of thing has been done in democracy, even in the black areas area, the things like say Africa also, like that, or any Raja Darbari, this thing has happened in the past. Rajas the Shamai. There had been protests, there is protest, there will be protest, but the type of protest you did, madam, is exceptional and extraordinary, unexpected, unusual, and illegal. You hurt the person with the shawl. That was a soft hurting, but it was a third degree, and you are left alone. And madam, same, if you not forget that you have picturized in my clippings page to hold the constitution down and shout in agony and guys and things that's the very anger and things like that. Ishab Chulmina, and your people has had stepped in the parliament, broke the benches which had pedigree value, ancestral value, pedigree value, and new had to be built up by our government, left front government. So it is you and your leader team who is so much agitated and filled with power of destruction and unethical behavior, if in the soft verse of throwing shawl and breaking furniture has been used, and you've been seen in doing that, leading in this thing. It is your team. It was your team rather, who used to call bands, who used to call pathoborods. But now they are not protesting like that. So you people are not timid, but you're tamed to violence, tamed to non-genuine, non-gentleness. So, see, now I'm speaking in a good language, soft tone. How is it pinching you, madam? Isn't it? I mean, I am really insulting you. If you think there is something to insult you, then I'm insulting you. You ran to Coach Bihar for Tomojit Chakraborty and her wife, this thing, to meet them. But you never came down to Howrah DM and had a photo or a this thing stage. She had a stage. She's a Jain, and he's a this thing, and this Kamasutra, this thing. So, madam, see, madam, you should feel ashamed. You should feel ashamed that in a democratic country, in a ভদ্রসভ্য পারিবারিক মানে পরিজনের মধ্যে, you are not fit. Buddhadev Bhattacharya used to go to this Nandon every night and had conversation, understood cultural things, etc. Wrote Oshamai, Bishamai, Shushamai, Oshamai, Dushamai, things like that. But yourself. Never attend this. Any intellectual meeting, anything, nothing. So, do you have the right to oppose or to criticize anybody using bad languages when you don't know what is the difference between bad and a good way of protesting, because you're always on the path of the violence and always on the path of breaking? Your nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, was slapped. But if you see the picture, he came back. He never retaliated and slapped or pushed anybody. He came, safeguarded him and came back. And that is why and how he is in the political party of yours. Continuously punched, continuously kept back. So, madam, see, if someone's language had hurted you and you protested in a soft tone, in a very gentleman way, as you have done in the AVP I saw. So that person's, that harsh statement, that harsh language had built something which should have been done by your parents in the childhood. You had the talent of speaking softly, protesting politely, genuinely, gently. That you have done. You showed your talent doing that. But you hadn't been using it because you had not been given the proper tone, proper training, proper punishment in a proper way to use proper and soft, gentleman type of thing to protest. And so this person whose language had been hard and harsh, rather bad, but had been able to change you at this age and at this high post in the government and in this country. So he is a tutor to you. Therefore, please do not do any tuition on him. What he is doing, if he can change a CM at this age and at this power and things like that, therefore he is a good tutor, a good teacher, a good professor. Just as been in the past as reputed. His father is a good tutor. Tuition him to do these kinds of things through a virtual media. And that your parents or your government who had brought you up had been of none to the in comparison to his father or the person's bad and slang language itself. Isn't it? What everybody, what all the listeners say. Therefore, do not try to stop him, to guard him, to criticize him. Just understand how he had molded you at a distance. It was a virtual class, a e-class, a distant learning university. Isn't it, sir? So, I would again plead to everyone not to fall in the prey of this war company of the TMC. That is the East India companies, Buddha company type like that. I do ask, rather appeal to BJP and to all the parties to see that Bengal shines, Bengal grows, and that Bengal do not burn itself. that Syama Prasad Mukherjee thought of Bengal to be India as a pride, as a crown on the head is kept. So let us together see at least more company stays and the promoters and the supporters stays more. They're concerned with giving away as you know, I land 1,000 in this thing. Concerned give their money to the elders and not to the youths. You see, they have a proper this thing living. Elders have their past savings in any problem in any kind of money or whatever, and their son and daughter are going to take up the burden. Suppose my father falls ill in the hospital. He is going to pay for his past, but I going there coming back losing my salary of the private job also. So whatever these financial loss things are not I cannot be a father with the money. I mean taxi up and down. I cannot do that. That's not possible. So if you কেন তাদের লাইফ রিমোটের জন্য কিছু দেখছেন না শুধু জানলা দিয়ে যাচ্ছেন আর তারা দেখে যাচ্ছেন তাদের যারা দেখবে তাদের কাছে দিচ্ছেন মাথাটা দেখছেন না ঘাটটা দেখছেন না বডিটা দিচ্ছেন ঘাটটা দিলে না পারে তো মাথাটা কি থাকবে ঘাটটা তো আসল না দুটো মধ্যে নীল একটা নির্বন্ধ একটা বীজ দেখুন না কেন আপনার রাগ কেন জমবে ওদের উপর তারা করেছে বলে নাকি আর আপনি করতে পারেননি নাকি আপনাকে করেননি শুনেছি জানি না বিয়ে হয়েছে হয়েছে নাকি আর কতদিন সাপোর্ট নেবেন Well, guys, I'm not much talking. I understand. I got a refund from Alliance one usage. Hope to get the funds from Alliance. Now, I say one thing. It's much এখনো সময় আছে এখনো সময় আছে তাই আমি আমার কাছে মুখার্জির কাছে ফোন করলাম এখন চাইলাম হয়ে গেল আপনি পারলেন না আপনি কত কর্মনিষ্ঠ আছে কাউন্সিলার তো আমার হৃদয় বিচন্ন হয়ে গেল একটা সংখ্যা বেশ সামনাসামনি and that is this RSP, Revolutionary Socialist Party. I saw hard Kiddy Goswami. I'd been listening to his approach towards leading the party on theory and things like that in terms to with the context of the reality and so. And then I said let's try RSP. But the sad thing is that I found Devashi to be very professional rather than a serving ideologist. Party worker. I criticize him on 5 to 6 little conversations. That I say, I health that Kitidas dream of good Sundarban is Mars. What is should be the aim first? We have to do something for the country, for the common people, for everybody, so that everybody understands. Yes, this is the contribution. Gita is very soft spoken, very deterministic, and not at all egoistic in his ways of getting things done. So I found that this person is most interested in the corporation versus the committee or whatever, more than the party or ideology of Kidita. But the name of him is continuous. Once again. So how can this be done and allowed to be done? This is not proper. RSP should have been the previous RSP, but not just using its name and then dancing away like a peacock. I don't think Devashish Mukherjee should be allowed to stay in the community or corporation and things like that. And he should speak up for the country to see that a board is non-constitutional, unconstitutional things more than that. And that RSP should take its previous charge and views and approaches and advancements. Thank you, friends.